Hi, my name is Bryn. I'm one of the physiotherapists here at the Neuromuscular Centre. This is a video about neck and shoulder massage. I'd like to say thank you to our volunteer Liv for this video today. If you haven't already watched the introductory video about massage, please do. It's on the link which you can find just here. We're about to show you some contraindications on the screen. If you have or are unsure about any of the things that are about to come up on the screen, please do check with a relevant health professional before you start any of your other treatments. To start the massage, we want to use a stroking technique. This will help us spread the medium, whether it is lotion, oil or talc. You can do this to cover the skin, warm the muscles up and make sure that we're not dragging the skin when we start to add a bit more pressure. We can then move on to an effleurage movement, running along the length of the muscles using our fingertips to apply pressure. We can start down between shoulder blades and end up at the base of skull. This can also be performed along the top of shoulder through the muscle called trapezius, again working along the length of the muscle and finishing at the base of skull. When performing these effleurage movements, we can also use a slight ringing technique when we reach the upper fibers of traps. This area is often very sensitive in most individuals. We can then move on to a kneading technique, running along the length of the muscles, using small circles, applying pressure with fingertips, again starting between shoulder blades, working up the back of neck, and finishing at the base of skull. Another place to focus this movement on would be the top of shoulder, in your trapezius. This can often be a sensitive area, but a large amount of pressure could be withstood. Another area to focus on would be at the top of neck and the base of skull. Here we have a lot of small muscles which can control the head and neck movements. It can also cause pains into the head, such as headaches. We can perform a small kneading movement focused onto this area, as well as longer strokes up the length of the larger muscles. We can also perform a ringing technique into trapezius, using both hands to lift the muscle, applying a slight pinch as we're going over the top. As with all massage, we want to finish with a stroking technique to relax the muscles